So right now I'm sitting at my computer that I need to plug in. Give me 1 second. All right. So right now I'm sitting at my computer and I was just about to start working on a song because I started a new calendar today, a schedule to keep me, you feel me, organized and in order. So I was about to go on to working on music for the day. And as an actor and a musician, I have to balance a lot of stuff. And as a studio owner, sometimes I'll be in the middle of making a song and I gotta go to the studio for somebody's session, or I'll be in the middle of doing my own song and I have to stop and do an audition, like right now. And so let me go ahead and pull this up and I'll let you guys see what I see at the same time. And I guess this is gonna be the first time I'm gonna walk you through getting ready for an audition. And normally I don't really pay attention to what the job is like that, like who it is, if it's something that isn't obvious or something that I don't know, because there's been times where I've auditioned 15 times in 1 week and didn't get any of them. So like if I looked up who it was, where it was, why it was, and all of that, it's just extra information in my head. But with this one, it was right in the title and it's with USPS. So gotta love that. Anything that's a big company like that, always gotta love that. You feel me? Because it might not be like 5,000, 10,000, but 9 times out of 10, it's gonna be at least half of whatever you make in a month. Oh, all right, let me go ahead and screen record this. And so for anyone who wants to know, I'm just using a computer right now. I'm using my Mac and I have it plugged up with HDMI and a dongle onto a monitor. And whenever I want to record my computer, I just use QuickTime and I do a screen recording. And then the same thing if you have an iPhone, I could use my iPhone right now to record straight to the computer. Oh, I'm just gonna record the screen right now. And so this right here, this website is called Casting Networks. For anybody who wants to start acting, Casting Networks is a perfect place to start and get your feelers out there and at least get an idea for how things go. Even if you don't book anything, it'll make you understand a little bit better. So right here we have, you see Casting Networks, it says Casting Billboard. This is where you see all the available gigs. Your profile is clearly your profile. Your media is where you upload your media for your profile. So your headshots, any video content you have, if you've done voiceovers, upload that right there. Your alerts is where we are now, and it's showing me my alerts as in my auditions. These are your insights, which is going to show you like things you've submitted for and the results you've gotten for them. And then these are updates. So after you send in something, they might send you an update and say they got it and they want some other media from you or whatever the case may be. But right here, you have my little picture. And this is the picture that was sent to them in order to get the audition. Oh, this is what I should probably try to look closely to while I do the audition, because clearly they like the way that guy looks, right? And then this is the name of the casting director or the casting agency. So Brian Beagle Casting is the name of the agency. And this is a job for USPS. It says 3 hours ago, which is crazy because, I haven't had my phone in my hand actually. So I guess this came in 3 hours ago and I was recording content. Like I said, I was already sitting here and doing stuff. And the role name, men and women 30 through 65. That's me. When you go to Casting Billboard, that's exactly how stuff will be listed. You can look it up by age. You can look it up by your gender. And then these are the directions, right? And so I'm just going to click that and see what it is that they want me to do. I'm not going to show you guys all of that just because it might have information in it that's sensitive. And this right here are the instructions that they gave to me. Your audition is attached if you're auditioning as a family, only kids ages, you feel me? No, yeah, that doesn't apply to me because it's just me. And then this is my agency and this is when it's due for them. So today's the 7th. They want it back by 9 a.m. a day from now. pretty much. If it says 9 a.m., I'm not planning on waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning to knock out an audition. You feel me? I'm going to do it at least a day in advance and get it to them that night. So today is the 7th. We're going to do this on the 7th, and they're going to have it on the 7th. And then down here is just a message from my agent from how they like to receive their stuff. Different agents, different agencies like the content in a different way. And they pretty much just give you the instructions for how to keep your video nice and like tailored. And so for anyone who doesn't have an agent right now, I don't know if they'll be upset if I show you this, but I don't think it'll be too detrimental. There's no, private information. The only thing there is your email. And what are you going to do? Send them a hi message. So right here, it says, after you take your video, so anytime you take a video, 9 times out of 10, they're going to want it horizontal. So this way, sideways, landscape, right? And any photos, they want up and down. You feel me? And with that, name your files, your first name and the exact name of the role. So Charles, my name, and then the name of the role is Men and Women 30 to 65. Because they're going to send this file to the casting director. And if the casting director is casting for 10 different roles, it's easier if he can search the name of the role and put all of the people who submitted for that in one folder without having to search through them and make sure the names are all there for the people he sent it to, right? And then whenever sending stuff over, I use WeTransfer for the most part because it'll make sure that the quality is still there. Sometimes they want you to upload directly onto casting networks. And if you're doing this without an agent, you're going to upload it 9 times out of 10 directly to casting networks unless they send you a link for somewhere else to do it. And then what I just said about WeTransfer doesn't matter. My agent wants me to send it to her before I do anything with it. And WeTransfer is the way that she likes it. So the quality is intact. And with that being said, oh snap. Yeah, and with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get ready to do this audition. So, like I said, I can see the image that was submitted to them and what my hair looked like and what I was wearing. So before I do anything, I'm just gonna go ahead and look like that again real quick. All right, so if you look right there, I'm wearing burgundy and my hair is at the top of my head in like a bun. So we're gonna put on burgundy and get rid of this mess and turn it into a bun. All right, so let's decide what to wear. Preferably something burgundy or sweater like that. We have this. We have the turtleneck. I feel like the turtleneck is gonna be too like flashy. It's not flashy, but I feel like it's not it. I could do this sweater. I think I'm probably gonna do this one. But looking at the neck on there, this neck is like that. Maybe I'll do this. They're both really deep blues. Let's see. Oh, he looked like he dropping something off at the post office. And that's what you gotta try and do, is like try and think about, that's what you gotta try and do. You gotta try and think about what the character is. So I'm handing a box over to the post office, right? So wholesome family man is what they're looking for. Nah, not it. That one's it. And to go with it, I think I'm just gonna do, oh, I know what I'm gonna do. We're gonna keep the burgundy and do burgundy in the deep blue. One second. All right, so we got our outfit. Super simple. I want to keep the neck up. Nah, looks extra. Go ahead and drop the collar. There we go. I like that. And next, Accessories are fine. I'm gonna put on a watch. Just look a little more. I want to do the gold one. So it pops. Or should I do the brown and gold? Where's my gold watch at? I'm just tripping. All right. Gold watch, gold ring. Keep it subtle. I'm gonna leave them in. As I said, maybe I should take out my earrings, but I'm gonna leave them in. I'm just gonna leave them in. Slightly sophisticated. And let's go ahead and fix this hair. Make it more of a bun. And that's one thing. It's like, I've had bros where they wanted my hair down, and that's the reason they chose me, because it was so, you feel me, fun. It's what they call it. Fun hair. Oh. But I've also had a role where they wanted me for the fact that I had hair, but we were doing a green screen. And so my hair needed to be as like compact as possible and not have like, just now I had it pieces sticking off wherever. And they're like, if there's little pieces like this sticking out, it's gonna interfere with the green screen. So they had me in a crazy tight bun. And the same thing with these headshots here. They were like, the more hair off to the side, the harder it's gonna be to edit them precisely. So I had a hairdresser for this picture, and she wrapped me, bruh. I'm pretty sure they even use bobby pins too. So I'm gonna do my best to recreate a bobby pinned look with some hair ties from Amazon. So first, we're just gonna do a base hold. Bow. And if somebody has tips for how to do a clean bun, please give them to me, because I be struggling. I'm not gonna front. And so first I just do that, and then I grab like this and do a loop and like press down. And so I have this base, and then I'll just swoop it as best I can around itself and hold on to it, and like so. And then I just do this. And so, like I was saying, when I had the hairdressers, they did the same thing, but then they stuck like bobby pins and stuff to hold it in place. I feel like this might be the best job I've ever done. I guess I gotta talk and walk through it more often. Oh, that's a bun, boy. And this bitch is tight. My scalp, I feel my scalp. I can feel my scalp all pulling. Dang. All right, let's lift up a little. Lift up a little. That's a bun. That's a bun if I've ever seen one. I think I might need to get rid of these a little bit. I'm gonna go in the mirror and handle this real quick. Y'all stay there. All right. So it's a little off to the side, but character. I'm fine with that. Like I said, I struggle with even getting it that like concise most of the time. And I'm looking for my brush. 1 second. Can't find my brush, so I'm just gonna use a comb, and we'll do that in the bathroom, and I'll show you what I do for that. So first things first, chapstick. Gotta have some chapstick. Here's some Carmex. Look, can't be ashy on camera. Can't be ashy on camera. Throw that in the pocket for when we get up there. All right, so now, first thing we're gonna do, comb, wet it, and then get the size down. I wanted the brush, but don't know where it went, so. And let's do that on both sides. Make sure it's clean, you feel me? And I got some ones back here that I was trying to twist up new. They be getting in the way and being annoying, but one day soon. I'm not even gonna show them to you. I'm embarrassed. And then, go ahead with that again. Get the beard. Boom. Boom. Yeah, you can see it right there. Yeah, you can see. And that's what I'm saying. I don't be expecting it, and then all of a sudden, I just look to the side a little bit, and I'm like, what is that? Pulling them. You see right here, that's what I'm saying. They be popping and poking out. All right. And then a little moisturizer. Put a little dabature of this stuff on the face. Make sure the skin, you feel me, isn't all dry. I don't even need a whole lot. I just gave myself a lineup yesterday, so the line might not be beautiful, but it's not the worst. I could kind of use a haircut, but they didn't ask for a profile view, so I'm just gonna keep it as is. All right, on to the next part. So one thing that they did ask for with this is a full body view. So if they ever want a full body, this looks so awkward. If they ever ask for a full body, they want you to be wearing shoes. All right, so I got to cover my feet. And what else was I about to say? Oh, with how I just adjusted that shot, I guess I could do this when I get up there, but this is like the same shot I'm gonna have going on when I get up there. They ask that you're eye level with them and that you're looking them in the face, and they want like from the top of your belly button, I'll let you see. You can't even see my belly button. Right here, this is the top of my belly button. So just slightly, actually this is like perfect almost. Like my finger is touching my belly button and you can see my belly button, right? Or my finger. So from there to the top of your head. I could take a baby step back, but the only reason that's the case is because my hair is tall. Oh, this would be the perfect frame if my hair was 1.5 inches shorter. So let me go ahead and put some socks and shoes on, and then we'll go ahead and head upstairs. So we got the burgundy khakis on with the blue. We're gonna do the brown boot. Brown boot action. Let's get it. Now we upstairs with it. Well, let me show you. This is my light right here. I guess you can't really see it. Wow. we'll go upstairs. Oh, it's my tripod. Simple little tripod with a phone attachment on it. Simple little attachment right there. You just screw the top and it locks the phone in place. You unscrew it, slide the phone out. Nothing complicated. You screw these little things on the side. You screw these little things on the side to raise it up and raise it down. Simple. And for a tripod, we just got this thing right here with this little attachment. You twist that knob to open it up and twist that knob to close it down on the phone and hold it in place. This right here, you turn those and you pull it up to make it taller and you push them down to make it shorter. And then you turn it again to lock it into place. Super simple. Something like this, $20. This light, a little bit more than $20, but we just got a knob right here. We can control the brightness and intensity of it. And you could sync it up with music. And you can change the mode that it's in. And you can also change the color. 99% of the time, I just keep it on this. And if I want color in my shots, I have other lights for that. But we're gonna unplug this and take this and head upstairs. Turn it off first. Should turn it off first. Yeah, should turn it off first. I'm the one-handed bandit. I be trying to do everything with one hand. And, you know, I usually accomplish it, but the hassle that goes with, I couldn't tell you the half. Let me check and make sure this upload is still going. It would be great to get something done while getting something done, so I don't have to wait for it to happen later. This is the story of my life, is I'll sit down to do something like this just to check something and end up sitting here for a whole hour actually working on something that I was just supposed to look at real quick. Oh my gosh, this upload is the bane of my existence. It's too big. The file is so big. It's like 10 gigabytes and it won't upload. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm bringing the computer up there too. Get it closer to the internet. Take it closer to the source. Like I said, one-handed bandit. Let's see if we can carry the Mac, the light, and the stand, and keep the phone rolling. I'm a man who likes a challenge. I don't like that sound though. I don't like that sound. All right. We have a power cord. We have a light. We have a tripod. We have a MacBook. And we have a MacBook power cord. And we made it. We have made it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get this set up on the tripod now. Like I said, they're gonna want it to be face level, so I'm gonna slide it. Well, first, I'll go ahead and show you. Pull that up. All right, so twisted this, extended this, unpull it. Yeah. Slide it in. This is me twisting the cap right now. And it's still a little short, so. There we go. Now it's a lot of high, but that's fine. And so what I was about to say is this area over here. This doesn't happen all the time, but my management actually asked, my management asked to see my whole house so they could pick the best spot for me to audition in. And I've had like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4 different agents, 5 different agents and agencies represent me. This is the first time I've ever had anybody say, let us see your setup in your house and we'll tell you the best spot to use. So, but this little nook is where they chose as being the best. And so let me move this stuff out the way. So every time I get ready to do this, I have to do this and just make a little space. Boom. And I always keep it at 100 when I'm up here, just so I know it's as bright as. I'm sorry you can't see my face right now. So now that the light's there, so is it better? Wow, that's a crazy glare today. And so that matters a lot because having the backlight is why you couldn't see me earlier. All right, so I went to record and my phone had no space. That's why the video just stopped abruptly. So I just spent like the last 20 minutes deleting stuff off my phone and I got rid of like, I don't even know how much. I saw 10 gigabytes disappear and it was still loading. So that's just to say I had a bunch of stuff on the phone, but this is gonna be the setup. So we're gonna be in this corner. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off the wall so it's not in the shot. And I'm gonna put the phone in front of the light as opposed to behind it. And then, like I said, they want the top of my belly button to the top of my head. So as you can see, if I stand here, which I'm not going to, I'm gonna stand here and cut off my belly button. But actually, I'm not. I'm gonna stand more like here, but I'm gonna move this over and then move this over. As I've done it before, there we go, where I was able to perfectly section without having the window in it and without having that painting in it. Is as plain as you can get the shot, the better. And so I'm gonna shoot like this. And like I said, it's for USPS, so it's gonna be super simple. I'm gonna have to stop the video in order to do it. I'm just gonna walk up, hand over the box to USPS, like slide it over, and just be like, yeah, so I need to ship this off. And then say, all right, thank you, have a good one. And I'm gonna leave. As simple as that. So now I have to go get a box and get something to slide that into. So what we're gonna do, take this trash can. We're gonna use the trash can, right? So I'm gonna stand here, and then when I say yeah, so I wanna, also in the directions, this is important. In the directions it said they want me to look 6 inches to the left when I'm talking to the cashier. This is so my face is still facing forward, but I'm not looking directly in the camera. That's awkward. Do not look directly in the camera if you ever have an audition. Look off to the side somewhere and pick a point. So every time you look at the person, you look at the same point when you talk to them. So they said literally 6 inches to the left. So here's the camera. I'm gonna look about right here and I'm picking the point now. And I'm not gonna look down because it's weird. I'm gonna be looking at a person who's either as tall as or taller than me. So I'm gonna look here, boom. There's a TV right in front of me. I'm going to stare at the side of the TV while I talk to this person. It's as easy as that. It's like people will sometimes be like, where do I look? Where do I look? I keep looking all over the place. The first thing that's gonna make it not believable is if you're not looking at a person. Like if you're looking down, who are you talking to on the floor? Nobody. Or if you're looking up here, who are you talking to who's a giant? Like, you feel me? Ask for it to be eye level, and I still have to raise this up because they went from here up. So I'm just doing all of this to get it out the way, and now I'll go ahead and move it up before I go grab this box. Perfect, beautiful. And I'm gonna look here, I'm like, yes, I'm handing this off. Yeah, so I wanted to drop this off, or yeah, I need to ship this out, drop it. I'll be right back, and I'm gonna stop this. All right, so this is what I'm gonna be shipping out, some J's. But before that, they'll ask for a slate, and your slate is pretty much your name. Sometimes it'll be your age, it'll be your height, it'll be your location, or it'll be whether or not you have representation, an agent or a manager, right? And so this one is super simple, and I'm gonna record it and put it right after this, so you'll be able to see exactly what I do, how I do it, and what I say. Let's go. Hi, how are you guys doing today? What's up? My name is Charles. What's up? My name is Charles Anthony. I'm located in Los Angeles, California, and I'm 5'8". So you got to see me mess up the first time and then do it 2 other times. My agent always tells me not to talk too much and not to greet everybody because they look at 500, 1,000 of these. They don't necessarily want to hear you say hi, what's up, and what's your name and all that stuff. Just my name is, and get straight into it. I can't do that. I have to at least say what's up or hi. So, hi, my name is Charles, or what's up, my name is Charles. Oh, there's that part. And then with this one, they also have a question. Sometimes they'll do that just to see how you are on camera, if you're comfortable, is it gonna feel awkward? Like some people will be auditioning to be an actor for stuff, and this is how they answer questions when they get on camera and it's just really lackluster. No, don't do that. Like if you're a person with character, let them know, you feel me? They wanna see how you are as a person and if you can bring your energy through on camera, because some people can't at all, and some people just aren't high energy. So with this part, it's just a question to see how you are. And since this one is USPS, their question is, if you could mail yourself anywhere in the world, where and why? This is gonna be easy for me, so listen. Oh, and they also said, keep it 10 seconds or less. Don't ramble. Like I said, they be on a time clock. They don't want all the extra jargon. Which is why I'm doing this here for y'all. It's the vlog, you feel me? I can talk all I want when you feel me. I'm gonna go to the Kerguelen Islands for a couple of different reasons. It's extremely far from California, so I'd get to see a lot, and it's French, so good cognac, and it is uninhabited by people like that. There's mainly scientists there, and there's a bunch of unknown wildlife, and it's kind of a tropical place. Now, like I said, it said to keep that under 10 seconds, which was kind of hard to do. I only spoke for like 15 seconds and I had more to say. So it said, don't ramble. They just want to see a little bit of your character, but I'm probably going to keep the whole thing. I don't know. I'll put the final edit up as another video so you can see what it looks like. And so this is going to be super simple. I'm going to take a few steps back. I said behind where the mark is going to be and act like I'm waiting in line. Hi, how are you today? I just need to send this off. Oh, that's it? Thank you. So that's take 1. We're gonna do 2 takes just for good measure. You feel me? Usually for other things, I'll do like 10, 15, but this one is super simple. So I'm just gonna do these 2 and then pick the best one, so. Hi, how are you today? Yeah, I just need to drop this off. That was awkward. My arm, it felt like my arm was out for a long time. So I'm gonna do one more. And I remembered that I had picked the spot on the TV. I don't know if I was looking at the TV the first time, and they might be sticklers on the 6 inches thing just to see if you can follow directions. They don't like actors who can't follow directions, so they use little stuff like that to just weed them out. Go ahead and just check myself. All right, bet. One more time. And actually, I don't know if I wiped the camera before I started. That's something you always have to remember, is it's such a small thing, but it can make such a big difference. All right. Hi, how are you today? Yeah, I just need to send this off. Oh, that's it? Thank you. Have a good one. Again, I don't know. Something in me just wants to do it one more time. I think I'm gonna come in from this way and see if I like it any better. There you go. How are you today? Yeah, I just need to send that off. Oh, that's it? All right, well, have a good one. I'm gonna do one more. Y'all tell me if you can see the subtle differences. I'm trying to do them a little bit different, a little more smiley, a little less smiley, you found me? One more. There you go. Yeah, I just need to send that off. Oh, all right. Well, thank you. Have a good one. All right, now I'm gonna go review these, pick one, chop it up, and send it off. Let's go. I'm tripping. I started breaking down the lights and everything. I forgot. This is what I was thinking about before. They asked for a full body shot. And so right now I'm using my front camera. For the full body shots, I usually have to flip it around and use the back camera, which means I can't see it. So I set up the whole shot and then I go record it and then I double check it to make sure that it's right. Oh, let's get it started. First things first, I'm gonna drop down to here and drop down low. And then with this, I'm going to use the 0.5, the whole zoomed out, the telephoto lens. So let's get it. All right, so we swing them around town like that. And I'm gonna have to pull it way back and hit that. And how I usually gauge it is just by looking at the floor. Like if I could see that white thing on the wall and I could see the whole floor, I know I'm gonna be in the shot because I am not as tall. And then like I said, always gonna go ahead and wiping one time before you get behind it. Worlds of difference. And then, I try. You see how the floor looks uneven? I try to keep the floor in it even too, or else it just looks a little awkward. And that right there, I'll just go ahead and crop that out. Like you could kind of see the wall there. I'm just gonna crop that out and move this trash can. And then let me double check the instructions. I'm gonna go double check the instructions and make sure that there's nothing special that I need to do because I don't remember. And actually, I am completely wrong. So for this one, since it's just a picture, they don't want a video. They want it this way. I told y'all that at the beginning, that if you were doing a picture, to shoot this way. All right, so you just got to see me edit the whole video. You get to see the clips that I chose. And now I'm about to show you how I save it on my phone, using my phone, and WeTransfer it straight from my phone. Literally, the only reason I used my computer just now is because I was showing you guys what was going on while I was recording with my phone. And then when I was over there actually filming and I wanted to check stuff, I would have had to take the phone off the stand, And instead, I just use my computer to look at it really quick. Like, I have my computer right here, and I'm just referencing the stuff there. So yeah, we're about to go ahead and get ready to send it. I'm gonna screen record on my phone so you can see what I'm doing on the phone. Yeah. What's up? My name's Anthony. I'm located in Los Angeles, California, and I'm 5'8". What's up? My name's Anthony. I'm located in Los Angeles, California, and I'm 5'8". My name's Anthony. I'm located in Los Angeles, California, and I'm 5'8". What's up? My name's Anthony. I'm located in Los Angeles, California, and I'm 5'8". I'm going to go to the Islands for a couple of different reasons. It's extremely far from California. It's on the sea lock, and it's French Silicon, and it is uninhabited by people that have many sightings there, and there's a bunch of unknown wildlife, and it's kind of a tropical place. Wildlife, and it's kind of a tropical place. It's extremely far from California, it's on the sea lock, and it's French Silicon, and it is uninhabited by people that have many sightings there, and there's a bunch of unknown wildlife, and it's kind of a tropical place. How you doing? Yeah, just you send this off. How you doing? Yeah, just you send this off. Oh, that's it. Thank you. Have a good one. Far from California, so I can see like. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah. How you doing? Kind of a tropical place. How you doing? Kind of a tropical place. How you doing? Yeah, just you send this off. Oh, that's it. Thank you. Have a good one. How you doing? Yeah, just you send this off. Oh, that's it. Thank you. Have a good one. What's up? My name's Anthony. What's up? My name is Charles Anthony. I'm located in Los Angeles, California, and I'm 5'8". I'm going to go to the Kerguelen Islands for a couple of different reasons. It's extremely far from California, so I'd get to see a lot, and it's French, so good cognac, and it is uninhabited by people like that. There's mainly scientists there, and there's a bunch of unknown wildlife, and it's kind of a tropical place. Hi, how are you today? Yeah, I just need to send this off. Oh, that's it? Thank you. Have a good one. I completely forgot about the pictures. I just had to message my manager and tell her to ignore that last email because she's going to want these pictures in there. So let's go ahead and do that. You're going to do the same thing with the photos as you did for the video, and name it your name and the role as well as what the shot is. But I'll just go ahead and take a screenshot so you can see what those look like.